welcome back. Today I need to sort out this loose towel rail, see what's going on. So first of all, I'm going to start by tightening up the screws, just see what's loose. Well, that one's just rotating. And that one. I bet they all are. Well, yeah, it seems to have gone tight, but that's rotating as well. And obviously that's just pushed straight in, so take them out and have a look. Screws are long enough. I've popped a screw back in this one. So they're all loose. All these plugs. So I'm going to have to remove them and see what I can do. So that's only a light towel rail. There's no reason why these should have failed. What I have discovered is if I take my Allen key and I pop it in, so then I've got the thickness of the board, if I get that out again. So that's the thickness of the board to where my nail is. Pop that back in. Okay, so that's tight up to the board. I'm pulling back on that. So if I draw back a little bit and then go in, so there I'm touching the block at the back. Get that out again. So then I've got the thickness of the board, and then that is touching the block at the back. So if we take a look at these plugs, we just take a look at how all this was. So we'll have the wall, the plug painted over is just sitting on the surface, yeah, and then obviously the bracket was onto the wall. So you can see where the screw will sit, and then here we've got the edge of the plasterboard. So the plasterboard will sit in here, and then a void, and then the blockwork. So clearly that plug isn't going to be quite right. So I'm going to keep the screw, but I'm going to change the plug. And what I will do is I'll put something like that in. Okay. I'm just preparing these for filling now. So I've already drilled them out so these will sit into the block. I don't want to push them in now because it'll be quite tight when I knock them in. But these aren't quite good enough, the face of them, so there's a lot of movement there. It'll fix into the block, but again, a lot of movement on the face. So after drilling, I've just popped a few holes in the plasterboard, cleaned everything out, give it all diluted PVA, squirted in. Now I'm just popping a bit of foam in. I've already done this side, just need to finish off this one here, and then I'm ready for my next stage. So just best as I can, down on a slight angle, and I don't want to go near the hole, just want to plug around the edge of it. Same again. I've got two lots of filler mixed up. This one's normal consistency. This is very thin. Wants to settle out. Yeah. Maybe a little bit thinner than that actually. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then here I've got an old silicone tube which I've just cut down and removed the plunger. So now I can just fill this up. So I've got good flow. Okay. This one I've filled. That's virtually finished. Just wants a dressing when it's all dry and when I'm painting. This one now, I can just start to plug these up with a bit of filler. And once they're plugged up, just get some of the filler directly onto the plugs. Right, that needs deepening a bit, that one. And I got that one right. Get this one in. So that one's level. That one should have gone in really. So I'll sort that one out. Try again. Make sure they're clean. Ready for the next step. Just remove the foam. Just knock them back a little bit. Cleaned up. Small inspection hole here. Make sure there's no air bubbles in this. Nearly. Where are you? Right. Right. Get a cloth. And just start to inject this in. So I'm at the end there now. I'll just wait a minute and come back to this. Left this a few minutes now, let it settle. What I'm hoping to find here is polyfiller. So as long as it's wet with polyfiller, then I'm happy. Yeah, so there is polyfiller there. Okay, so then with the stuff that I had mixed up before, I can just get this filled up. Because what I'll have now is a lump of filler that will have settled down in here. But again, doing something like that, I don't have to drill, I don't have to wait for it to dry. Plugs are in. I can carry on doing what I need to and just come back to this, give it a light sand, paint it, and then if need be, a little bit more filler. Right, once this is dry enough, just give it a light sand. I've got the first coat of paint going on, rolled, already cut in, just got this little bit to do now. So I'm onto my mini roller just so I can get to the back edge of that radiator. Get this coated up, and if it needs another fill, then it can have a fill. Give it a hard stop, and then final coat of paint, and job's done. Hard stop going in. Leave that to dry. Final coat. Final sand. Final coat of paint. Put this back on. Excellent. Exactly the same position. No one's going to be none the wiser. It's only going to be me and you will know about this. Right then. Hope you enjoyed.